Well, I came here to meet with some growers and some farmers, obviously. Hear their concerns with agriculture. Obviously, they're very concerned with the California state budget. They're very concerned with the regional water quality control boards, and they're very concerned with regulations. And here to meet with growers and tell them that the Lieutenant Governor's office is open for business, and so is California. It's great to be here, and I look forward to hearing what they've got on their mind and take it back to the legislature.
What's been one of the big concerns that you've heard from people here?
Well, they're very concerned with regulation. They're very concerned that it's getting harder and harder to farm every day in California. And I'm here to tell them that I understand. I'm a farmer myself. And that we need to continue to fight because we feed the world. We serve 1 billion meals in America every day. And they're safe meals. And that's because the California growers do a great job of raising their produce, safe produce. And we just got to keep them in California.
Is there a big worry about us losing that agriculture center?
Well, first of all, obviously, when you regulate so much, it becomes easy to not continue to farm or move elsewhere. I met a grower today who is growing a lot more in Mexico because he feels that it's easier, number one. Number two, they're very concerned about water. The water bond will be on the ballot in November, and I think it's important that the people of Imperial to look at that water bond and look at it as a future growth and future economic stability for the area.
What specifically are you going to do for the growers?
We would fight to make sure that we reduce some of the regulation that's in place today that doesn't allow them to make a profit, to continue to farm. And obviously I committed to them to continue to work on the water bond, which is very, very important. And I'm also on UC, I'm a board of regent. And we didn't talk about it today, but I want to make sure that the research dollars are there for all of agriculture. It's very, very important. The budget process is moving forward. The May revise came out. There's no secret, it's a difficult one. It fully funds higher education, which is good for UC, and which will be good for agriculture on the research side. But make no mistake, it's going to be a budget with a lot of pain. And the people of the Valley are going to feel the pain. And bottom line, we have to come together. Republicans and Democrats need to work together to come up with a budget that's good for California.
I was wondering if I could get your opinion on the state seizing redevelopment funds, because that's had a big effect on our local agencies, and I was just wondering what
It's
you
had a
thought
big
about
effect on every agency statewide. I represent the city of San Jose, and probably one of the cities that was most affected, obviously because of our budget situation. This year, they're not in danger as they were as last year, but obviously the budget process is just the beginning. And that will be up to the legislature at the end if they'd like to take more money from economic developments or redevelopment agencies, which I think is a wrong idea, especially right now when we need to create jobs.
What can you as Lieutenant Governor do about that?
Well, as the Lieutenant Governor, I don't have a vote on the budget, but I do have a bigger microphone to let members of the legislature know, or let members of our state know that taking money from RDAs is not a wise investment. You might take more money to the state, but in the long run you're losing more money because you're not creating the jobs that they were intended to do.
With that bigger microphone now, what can you do for Imperial County?
Well, I'm here,
Yeah.
and I care about the whole state, and I'll be here more often, and I'm here to listen and take the ideas of the people of Imperial County back to Sacramento. But the most important thing right now is lowering the unemployment rate. And I know that it's high here in Imperial County, so we need to lower that rate. And until we lower the rate, we're going to continue to have some of these budget crises that we have because people need to get back to work. When Californians are working, California works.